Morgan Uber here for the Big 12, and I'm joined by Miranda Elish, who was just named on Wednesday morning the National Player of the Year in Division I softball. She joins me now from her home in Crown Point, Indiana. Miranda, thank you so much for joining me. And how are you doing right now during these times?
I'm doing really well. I was really happy to see the news this morning. I'm just trying to do my part, stay healthy, um, stay at home, don't leave. I'm still working out and stuff, staying in contact with the coaches and my teammates, making sure everyone's good. So it's really tough times, but you just have to see the brighter side of things and know that it's all going to come to an end soon if we do our part. So just trying to do my part and yeah, stay healthy.
The National Player of the Year award news wasn't the only big news for you over the past week or so. On March 30th, the NCAA officially announced that spring sport athletes would receive an extra year of eligibility. How did you find out?
Well, I was following it super, super closely. So I was like on Twitter all day on March 30th, just waiting for the news to come out. So when it came out, I saw it on Twitter, and then our coaches called me, and then they called the team. So I found out through Twitter first, but then I was able to talk to the coaches, and super, super ecstatic to learn that we're getting an extra year of eligibility. I understand it's going to be tough for some, but as a senior and having my season cut short, I'm really happy that I can go out on my own terms and I get to play another year for Texas. So
What were some of those conversations like with your teammates that night?
we were so happy. Of course, like we have some people that aren't coming back, and that's really sad. But I'm so happy for them for following their dreams and going and doing their postgraduate plans. But with our teammates and everyone that's coming back, we're happy, and we know that we can carry over what we started this season into next season. We have another 5 or 6 months to work on our own and perfect anything that we might not have liked during season. So we're just using it as a growing opportunity, and we're all super, super happy to get to play another year together and to be back together.
This was such a historic season for your program. For the first time in Texas softball history, you all finished #1 in those final polls despite the shortened season. How do you plan with your return to get this group back there in 2021?
I just plan to do my part and work super hard and perfect my game to the fullest extent that I can. Now that I do have this extra opportunity, there's no doubt that I'm not going to make the most of it. Just doing whatever I can. But my teammates, I know that they all work so hard and they all do their part. So they always have my back. So I just need to do what I can to have theirs.
You mentioned perfecting your game, and it's been about a month now since your final game on March 8th at home against New Mexico. You went out and tossed a perfect game, the second of your career. What emotions and memories are you still holding on to from that outing?
Um, you know, all season we had talked about how we have each other's backs and how this team is really different than maybe the team that you saw last year. And we really truly did play for each other, and we loved each other. And I think that game, if that was to be my last game and the NCAA say they didn't give us an extra year, I would be there would be like peace in my heart knowing that I went out on that note, and I felt the love from my teammates. They had my back the entire time, and I'm happy that's how our season ended, even though I wish it didn't end. But we had each other's backs, and we were playing for each other, and there's nothing more that you could ask for.
As a student athlete, you're so busy balancing academics and athletics. What does your new normal daily routine look like at home in Indiana?
It's very boring. I really don't know what to do with myself. I feel like I've done everything I can. My mom started a new couple painting projects, so that's what we were doing my first few weeks at home. I'm able to spend more time with my brother and sister, which is really nice because it's not like I've been absent from their lives for the last 4 years, but I haven't really been home a lot because I've lived 32 hours away and then 16 hours away. So it's really nice, like being reintegrated into their lives and like watching them do the things that they love. I get to spend time with my dogs, Mo and Nala. They're so fun. And just family time. I can't see my extended family, which really stinks. But today's my grandma's birthday, so we're like doing a little carpool parade by her
Oh, how
house.
fun!
Yeah, so I've been like making signs like crazy for that. But yeah, just trying to keep myself busy.
connecting with others, I feel like it's really been kind of the peace that this time has brought in such a pandemic. And with being home with your family, what's been, I guess, what's your number one highlight of some of of one thing that y'all have done together?
Um, it's not just one thing, it's just, like, the time that we're able to spend together because usually it's only, like, for a month at a time or 2 weeks at a time. So just, like, being with each other every single day and, the laughs, the jokes, I get to go down and watch my brother and sister pitch or hit, and just being able to see them do their thing, when they always have been dragged around to watch me do my thing. So, it's just, like, the little moments that we get to share and having dinner together most nights is great, and I just you don't realize how much you miss your family until you really miss them. And I'm back home, and I just realized like all these little moments that maybe I took for granted when I was in high school are moments that like I cherish so much now.
How has your family helped you keep your arm loose and get out there for some batting practice lately?
Well, we have like our entire basement is dedicated to softball. So my dad actually catches myself, my sister, and my brother. So gets down in the squat and everything. Only wears a face mask. So he's been a trooper through this last month, catching all of our bullpens. And we actually have it set up so we can hit in our basement too. And my dad's the arm that throws to us, and he can actually bring it pretty quick. And he's a little bit closer than 43 feet. So he's 52 years old, 51 years old, and he's bringing the heat to us and sacrificing his body. And he loves it. He loves every minute of it. So I'm really happy to be able to work with my dad and give my brother and sister a little insight into what I think is going on with them. So it's really cool.
That's amazing. And a family affair for the Elishes. Miranda, thank you so much for taking the time to join me today, and wishing you and your family health and some happiness and safety during this time.
Of course. Thank you so much. Stay healthy to you as well.
Thank you.